Hey everyone, welcome back. This is an emergency video. It is currently July 19th, which is a Wednesday. The current weekly for Super Auto Pets was designed by a streamer, and it was set up specifically to maximize your chances of being able to get a level 3 sloth to the end game. So as you can see, I have all of the achievements here, and I just want to show you really quickly my level 3 sloth run. I just finished it. Okay, so we'll come back to this. What I wanted to do was really quickly give you a guide. And in fact, I have a really good example right here that'll show up for how to maximize your chances. I have a system that I've been working with that it took me a long time and a lot of tries, but I did eventually get there. Okay, so it's a 3-step system. The first step is you need to get as many chances at a lioness as possible on turn 9. So let's take a look at the actual pack here. So a cursory glance will reveal there is no scaling in the entire pack with the exception of Lioness. Now you could make an argument for Taco and Soft Ice ice cream, but these are plus attack only. There's also Can, which is basically just bad Lioness, and you need all your gold in the early rounds because people are spamming this weekly. The environment is really tough out there. Okay, and then the only other like semblance of scaling at all is selling possums, which is definitely viable actually, or pilling blobfish technically gives you some amount of scaling as well, but it's really minimal. It can give you a bit of an advantage though. Okay, so I'm going to talk through the 3-step process, and then I'm going to run a couple just to show you what I'm talking about. So step 1, you need to get to turn 9, which is the first turn that level 5s are available, with as much life as possible. Wins do not matter at all. Okay, so you need to get till turn 9, and that usually looks like playing best board, but the other part of this is that you need to have pets that are ready to level up. You want to have pets that are one away from leveling, with the third one frozen in the shop right when you hit 9 to get as many chances to roll a lioness as possible. If you have enough life when you get to this point, you can sack a couple of rounds while you with a lioness out, and your board can be just weak and it doesn't matter, because you'll start to outscale. And then the step 2 is you want to get to 50-50 as soon as possible while maneuvering your board to look exactly like this one right here. Okay, so step 2 of my 3-step process, your board needs to look like level 3 hammerhead shark, level 3 hammerhead shark, level 3 blobfish, ideally a level 3 hamster, this one wasn't quite there, and a free spot. Then you want to pill frozen in the shop. The other shops, or the other food spot, can either be a chocolate or a 1-up, depending, totally preference. You kind of need both, but also kind of don't need both. It depends. But the strategy basically is you want to be maximizing your gold. You have the blobfish banked as 3 additional XP for the second you find a sloth, and then you can pill it to get the sloth plus 3 XP, which makes it 2.1. And then you just need 2 more, so you can have a chocolate, or you can buy a pteranodon from the shop and pill the blobfish, which instantly gets your sloth to level 3. And it's important to get all the way to 50-50. Don't stop pre 50-50 on here, because people will have 50-50 as you get to the late game. So that's step 2, is to set up this searching squad. So once again, it's level 3 hammerhead, level 3 hammerhead, level 3 blobfish, level 3 hamster, and a free slot. And you probably want to end the open slot needs to end with either a hammerhead or an oyster every turn in order to hit the gold cap. The gold cap, for anybody who doesn't know, is 30. You can't have more than 30 gold, period. Okay, and then phase 3, you found a sloth, you got it to level 3. How do you win? I've constructed what I believe to be the single strongest team you can have in this weekly, with a sloth on your team, and everything is at level 50 all the time, or is at level 50-50 all the time. So it's this one. It's the one I won with, but with a couple of additional equipment. And obviously you can make it stronger by leveling up the tapir. It gives you plus like 1 or 2 points of power and toughness when it comes back. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's level 2 cuttlefish with a 1-up, tapir with a 1-up, and then 2 scorpions behind, and these should both ideally be holding 1-ups. So the cuttlefish, it trades 1 for 1. It puts the ink on the last 2 enemies, comes back as a 1-1, dies, puts ink on the remaining enemies. So now all 4 of your enemies have ink. This overwrites any 1-ups or scorpions, so that's really important. Then the sloth trades 1 for 1. The tapir trades 1 for 1, comes back with a 1-1 tapir and as a scorpion. dies, and another scorpion. So now you can trade off with a scorpion with your other scorpion, and then you have 2 more scorpions with 1-ups. So ideally the 1-ups prevent them either from dying if someone is going full-on crocodile sniper mode, or they just give you additional, like a 50-50 trades 1 for 1, and then comes back as a 1-1 death touch, trades 1 for 1. Okay, so this is step 3. Your team should look. You should be aiming towards this. There are other like strategies, and certainly like if this was the dominant strategy, people would come up with ways around it. So something like a tar or snapping turtle can start to overcome cuttlefish ink. It's a meta, but at this point, I believe this setup of 5 in this order with 1-ups on tapir first, then cuttlefish, then the scorpions is your best bet to win once you get the sloth. Okay, so let's run one, and I just want to show you my strategies. So first of all, I'm always freezing strawberry because all the other food is terrible. At a glance, you can see like the food is just terrible. Pill is useful once you have blobfishes, but I'm always freezing strawberry because you can pivot into a puffer fish, and I have no patience for bad pets in the early turns. Anything with 1 HP is basically a hard pass for me. And again, like I said, step 1 is basically you're trying to play best board to get to turn 9 with as much health as possible, and wins, like I said, do not count. Okay, well this is an exception. I will take these frogs because there's 3 of them. I'm gonna keep the strawberry frozen even though I'm not buying this hummingbird, just because I might want it. Okay, we lost an HP, but it doesn't matter, we're back to 5. So you can play best board to get wins, or you can also try to play like a full-on play for draws only with Hedgehog and Badger. This can work, but I've gotten messed up a couple of times, especially with Badger. Hedgehog is usually fine. You can just put a couple Hedgehogs and nuke everything every turn and just get to turn 9 that way. Badger in particular has given me some issues. I've had it get sniped. I've had it, which like takes out my own units a lot. This is kind of weird. I think I actually will do this and buy a puffin, give this a strawberry. You can kind of do whatever. You just, like I said, you want to basically play best board, so you want to try and get as strong as possible every turn, and your goal is to not lose HP. Okay, cool. We can level up the toad here. Parrot's actually quite good. Let's dump the goose, I guess. Elephant's good. I just passed it, but actually, I think what I want to do, is I want to try and put strawberries on everybody, and then have the parrot copying the puffin. There's a ton of nuance to the early game. Oh, Weasel is exceptionally good. Anything that gets you gold. Weasel and Blobfish should basically be like priority, for sure. And okay, there's a Blobfish. That's fine. We'll run Blobfish instead of Parrot. So that I'm gonna hold these guys basically until turn 9, and I'm just gonna try to level them up or get them as close to leveling up as I can. Nice. We're staying alive, so that I can have them ready on turn 9. So this I will buy. I'm gonna start to hold the sleeping pill. I actually don't want to spend money on strawberries right now because we need to be able to level. Okay, I'm holding this fleet. Normally this is like really bad play. I don't want that one though, because you're locking yourself off from potential rolls in the shop that would otherwise be good. I've seen a lot of chocolate cake strats. I don't think I'd buy it. I'm super dead this round. That's okay. Okay, I need that. Okay, I need that. No dice. Okay, so I'm only going to get 1 roll for a Linus, which is a little bit suspect. But what I have found is that you don't have to all in on Linus on turn 9. Like, you want to get your best chance possible, but it's still doable as long as you preserve HP. Okay, we didn't get it. That's okay. I actually am going to buy this Pteranodon. This mosquito sucks. And roll for another blobfish. Oh, okay. Crocodile. Crocodile is pretty important. Okay, we'll do this, and then I'm just looking... So this is going to give 2 XP. We'll just give it to the crocodile. Doesn't really matter. Actually, we'll give it... Yeah. Yeah. Run it like this because... So, crocodiles are also incredibly important in this weekly. No. Because they're the best snipers. And the only other strategy that is not early lioness, like this person over here, is snipers. And crocodile's really important. I'm getting kind of hammered, by the way. Okay, this is good. If we get a lioness, we'll be in great shape. Okay, we're in great shape. Alright, so check this out. This is plus 4 XP on the lioness. I'm down to 2 HP, which sucks, so I have not been the greatest follower of what I've been preaching. But we are now off to the races. And because there's no other scaling in the game, every squad I go up against, except for like super cracked sniper squads, in the next couple of turns is going to be weaker than me. Okay, there's a million ways to level up. Chocolate is an easy one. Also, anglerfish is a crazy broken pet, but you always want to make sure that you're getting something you want. I'm looking now for hammerhead sharks and more lionesses, and that's like it, basically. I'll freeze a pill because I still have a pteranodon, so a blobfish will be really good for me. The hamster, I'll talk about hamster tech if I get there, but hamster tech is like not as important as it seems. This is just good stats, so I'll buy it now. A hamster is actually a net -1 on your number of rolls the turn you buy it, but once you start buying, or once you start leveling it, okay, we're down to 1 HP, so I may not have made the pivot perfectly on this round. Ooh. Or have I? Okay, that's awesome. And then let's get rid of you, and I'll buy you. And now I'm going to do something specific, which I'm putting a pet with 17 HP in the final slot because it can take 2 crocodile hits. Right? Crocodile is 8, so 2 hits is 16. So this alpaca takes 3 crocodile hits to kill, whereas if I put like the hammerhead shark, it's only 2, so the third one would like go to the next guy. I don't want this pill right now. I decided. Okay, my hammerhead's going to be giving me gold. I can still make this conversion, by the way. It's not totally lost. It just depends on this round a lot. Oh, okay. I was 1 off of KOing that guy. So that's the basic idea. Unfortunately, I didn't get one to the super late game. I've been fairly consistent with it. I'll give it one more shot, and I'll just edit out the actual, or maybe I'll just speed up the actual act of getting there. Because I think that the sort of, once you have everything at 50-50 and you're just doing the sloth search, that's the part I want to like make sure you have the tools you need to get that done. Okay, strawberry's insane now. I think the problem with my last run is I split the difference too hard on going best board versus trying to have something to level. And I didn't really have either one. Okay, so this is actually a really insane spot. I'm gonna do a psycho play. Dang it, I was really hoping not. That's the urchin. Okay. Okay, we hit the weasel. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I feel really happy with the state of this board. The only problem is if the hedgehog gets sniped early, like that. But we're fine. I didn't get extra gold from that, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Swan is a trap this week, by the way. I'm not freezing strawberry anymore because hummingbird only buffs 1 guy. So if this was a regular weekly and all I cared about was wins, I would put the hedgehogs in front because the weasel would probably survive the hedgehog hits. But it's not. Yeah, let's take this level now. Okay, tar is also very good. It's not a regular weekly. I actually want my weasel to die because I want the gold because I'm going to be rolling a lot. Okay, that was an absolutely insane round. We're totally cooking this time. This mosquito's doing nothing. Okay, I'm going to buy both of these. And now I'm basically in save mode. So I'm going to hold this hummingbird until turn 9. And I'm looking for another weasel. I'm looking for 2 more tar and 2 more hedgehogs. This is actually a good problem to have, which is that I'm winning too fast. I'm not going to have a lot of turns come the... Okay, so it's because there's 2 weasels here I'm buying. Alpaca is actually insane too. I'm not going to have that many turns to find the sloth if I make the lioness pivot successfully because I'm winning too hard. Well, my weasel's not even dying. That's pretty insane, but it's okay. Like I said, it's a good problem to have, especially if you're looking for other achievements on pets. This weekly is insane for farming achievements. Okay, that's pretty good. So as you can see, like, even if I luck out and roll a lioness on the right turn this time, I don't have the blobfish, so I'm not going to be able to instantly level it like last game. Which means even though I have more life to work with and more wins going into turn 9, my my pivot is going to be slower. Okay, we'll roll just in case. No dice. I don't really have any use for either of these guys. That's kind of nice. Okay. We get another shot at it next turn, and what we can do is sell probably the hedgehog to make room so that the alpaca can give it a an XP. Wow, I actually lost that. That's pretty insane. Okay, level lioness, no lioness. That's okay. I will do this. We're wasting an XP, which is a bit annoying, but we can buy this other alpaca instead. And then let's do this. There it is. Okay. So this alpaca is spent, but I kind of want to hold it. So I'm going to do this. Okay. We're in business next turn. We have to get there. But if we do, we are, like I said, in business. Now, what I'm looking to do is get as many lionesses as possible. Potentially a hammerhead shark. Oh, I lost that round. That's okay. I have a lot of HP to work with. That person's on a heater. They had an almost level 3 lioness. I don't know if you saw. Okay, so this can go... Well... Yeah, this can go... This can go. Okay, this is going to be a level 2 blobfish, which is going to level and give us another chance at a lioness. Didn't hit. That's okay. Okay, we're going to pill it. Another level, another chance at a lioness. That's a huge part of what this weekly is about, by the way, is like getting these levels on time and getting chances for lioness. I'll buy this now. Okay, this is really good as well. In fact, I think we'll do this, and we'll buy this. My lioness is not as high level as I would like, but other than that, we're off to the races. My team's pretty decent, and like I said, I have a huge life buffer to work with. So unless something goes horribly wrong... Well, if something goes horribly right and we keep winning, then I'll hit 10 before I have a chance. So hamster is part of the sloth search squad, but it's the last part because it's expensive to get a hamster online. And it will give you, it will repay you eventually. I'm gonna do this for a chance to roll a lioness. Didn't get there. That's okay. Oh, keep an eye out for anglerfish. So if the opponent had lioness the last turn, you want to buy the anglerfish. Which I'm going to do oyster first. I know I'm wasting XP from the alpaca, but it's not the end of the world. And I have to hold this weasel for the hammerhead shark to keep giving us gold, but I'm going to sell it as soon as I get the lioness to 3. Okay, we didn't hit. I'll I'll take one just because I have this free slot, and so it's going to give me free gold. Anglerfish gives you a free pet, and you sell it for 1 bonus gold. You can also think of anglerfish as like a 2 gold roll for a single pet from the enemy team from the last round. Okay, this is fine. There we go. That's what we're talking about. How am I going to do this? Do I care for the alpaca? It's kind of nice to have it. I can't get the lioness to 3 this turn, so let's do that, and I won't bother with the oyster this turn. We'll try and win this one. I'm getting a lot of gold next turn, especially if the weasel dies, which I'm assuming it will. It definitely will. I'm actually really happy to take a loss here. A draw is ideal, but a loss is fine too. Did they have a lioness? They didn't. So we'll get our lioness to 3. Still nothing. That's annoying. It's +1 gold, but it wastes an XP. That's fine. This alpaca needs to go. It's now been outscaled. The weasel also needs to go. We're going to lose the XP again, but that's fine. Every time you buy, sell an oyster, you are going up 1 gold. So ideally, I actually want to leave this hammerhead shark at 2 and change, so I can get my shop pets to 50-50. Okay. You're gonna roll a lot more than you're used to in this weekly. This normally would be terrible. It's just like a huge waste of gold. Okay, awesome. So this week we'll sell and we'll go for the lioness. And then I'm happy to sell my weasel for something better. That's a good start. This is extra gold. I'm gonna do this because I'm worried I won't actually convert. Normally I would leave the shark. 1422. Okay, so this lioness. No. This. Okay, so the brontosaurus sauropod. It takes 3 crocodile hits, but it's the same amount of attack as the lioness in front of it. So that's why I'm gonna put it in the back. And then actually I'm doing this. So I'm trying to counter crocodiles. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm a little worried I won't actually get my conversion to 50-50 because I'm only on 2 HP. So that's why I'm putting my shark at 3. And I will have to replace it with a new shark. Because once you have a pet at level 3, you can't make it better by buying more shop pets, right? Because you can't level it anymore. Okay, so they didn't have Linus either. A little bit annoying. Sometimes anglerfish is your friend, sometimes it's not. Let's do this. Get it. It's a free chocolate or a discounted chocolate. Buy, sell the oyster. Not interested right now in any of you guys. Okay, this is good. I will combine it if I can't get something. If I get something better on this roll. I didn't get something better on this roll. Honestly, I'm worried about losing. I'm legitimately worried about losing. I'm going to put this 25-25 in the back. Yeah, we'll go like this. I couldn't tell you what the best pet out of that shop is if I want to give myself the greatest chance. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. You'll run into these sniper teams that are just desperately crawling along and just crush them. Okay, so Crow is the most expensive way to level up, but I took it because, as you can see, there's always a chance you just don't get anything. That person didn't have anything I want. I'll start working on a blobfish now. Actually, yeah, I will. This is, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to enter the realm of the true, forever search this time because I'm too close to 10. But hopefully this gives you an idea. Basically where I want to go from here is I need to replace this hammerhead shark with a 50-50 level 3 hammerhead shark. I need to replace this hammerhead shark with a 50-50 level 3 hammerhead shark. And then, am I going to lose? I'm going to lose this one. Darn. Yeah, so it's a little tentative. I really did not see a lot of lionesses that round. And the longer you wait to take on this challenge, the worse it's going to get because the people are just getting better and better and better at this weekly. Honestly, if you had identified on Sunday the exact way to do this, I think you could have gotten a sloth like Sunday night. But anyway, as I said, that's the method. Where I would have gone from there, let's look at the team, is this shark needs to be replaced with a 50-50 shark, and this shark needs to get leveled up to 50-50 and level 3. Once you have 2 level 3 hammerheads, they trigger off each other, so the rest of your slots are totally free. Don't be afraid to sell your lionesses when you get close to 50-50, and only keep one, like the strongest one, just to get you up there. As long as you're winning rounds and you have the HP to spare just in case you start losing. The next step is the blobfish to 3, and then the next step is to start building your hamster. The one thing I wanted to mention that I didn't have a chance to with hamster is the way that you want to do it is you buy a hamster in your free slot, roll twice to get its free rolls. Then you buy another one, and you have to make sure if you stack a hamster that has rolls left on a hamster that doesn't have rolls left, you lose the rolls. So you have to do it the other way around. So you want to buy the hamster at level 1, roll twice, and then stack it onto your other hamster. And then you basically have like one hamster that's being built up, and every time it levels you get the rolls back, and then the other hamster is going in the free slot. And then that free slot, eventually what you do is you start holding oysters in that free slot. So you buy an oyster, hold it till you find the next oyster, then you sell it, buy it again. Every oyster is +1 gold, which means +1 roll, which means +5 shots at seeing a sloth. And then the last thing that I will say is watch out for your opponent having a sloth. If your opponent has a sloth, you can totally cheese it with anglerfish, and that's what I did. I was rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. You can see this round went to 25. I didn't find a sloth. I have found a sloth this week one time, but I couldn't convert it. But my opponent had a sloth, and I had 30 gold, and I was able to buy anglerfishes and get enough free sloths to like level it with my in combination with the blobfish that I had. And then I was able to use my excess gold to convert my team into an actually good team, because hammerhead, blobfish, hamster, oyster doesn't do anything. It's just 5 50-50s. It has no special effects. Anyway, that was my long-winded, unedited, totally off the dome emergency video message to you guys. This is your chance to get a sloth. If you want to try and get a sloth ribbon, you know, in the absence of something like a custom pack, this is probably your absolute best chance to do it. So go out, and if more people are doing my sloth search team, then you're just gonna be able to draw to oblivion, right? And then you know, when you lose to the person who has the sloth, it's totally fine. So I hope this was helpful. You know, leave me a like or a comment if you found it helpful, and it's very topical because you only have 4 days left to get that sloth. So best of luck sloth hunting, and catch you the next one.